A lot of people don't know that American Express actually is also a personal lender. People think of American Express as a credit card issuer, which they are, but they also actually provide personal loans. So in today's conversation, I want to explain to you everything you need to know if you are trying to get an American Express personal loan. Here are the steps I want you to follow right now. First, let me give you some kind of overview about the whole thing. So when you think about an American Express personal loan, you are looking at a loan amount that oscillates from $3,500 to $40,000. So that's the delta, $3,500 to $40,000. The APR starts at about 6%, so 5.98%. And the tenor, the term length, you are looking at 12 to 48 months. So that's about 1 year to 4 years, okay? And funds are available within 3 to 5 business days. The only thing is that to actually qualify for an American Express personal loan, there are 2 layers of eligibility. First, you have to be an existing American Express cardholder. And number 2, you have to have received a personal loan pre-approval offer. So you can see that there are 2 layers here. So if you are just an American Express cardholder and you have not received a pre-approval offer, a pre-qualification offer, you're not going to be approved. In other words, they first need to solicit you before you apply. This is very important. And the thing here is that you have to understand that, but American Express is very strict when it comes to screening potential borrowers. But if they do send you a pre-approval offer, I would say if the conditions are right, you want to go ahead and actually apply. Because first, you don't risk anything because it's a soft pull. If you don't like the terms and conditions that they actually are proposing to you, you can actually reject the offer. That's number 1. Number 2, they're very pretty generous. You're looking at $3,500 to $40,000. That's kind of cool. I mean, and if you look at the tenor, as I said before, 12 to 48 months, that's kind of good. That's really good. So overall, it's a great offer. If you do receive it, please accept it. Go through the whole process and see what they're offering you. In terms of FICO score, American Express does not publish their FICO score requirements, the minimum. But based on our research and our own team members' experiences, they usually will consider you once you have 600 minimum. Let me talk about the pros and cons of the American Express personal loan. By the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Into this conversation, I'm spilling all the beans about American Express personal loans. And so I want to talk to you about the pros and cons here. Here are the pros. You have flexible loan amounts ranging from $3,500 to $40,000. This is really good. I mean, $40,000 is really generous when we talk about personal loans, especially when you consider the maturity, the tenor. Okay, and you have a fully online process that can be completed within 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, no prepayment penalties or origination fees. You have funding in 3 to 5 business days. This is really cool. And American Express can pay creditors directly or deposit the funds in your bank account if you qualify, of course. Okay. And you have, you have quick decisions within seconds, according to AmEx. And what we love here is that the APR will not be higher than the maximum APR quoted in your pre-approval offer. So if American Express actually quotes you in their pre-qualification offer, let's say 15%. If you do go through the whole process and you qualify and get approved, you're never going to have an APR that is higher than 15%. So that's about the pros for this personal loan from American Express. Here are the cons. You must be an American Express card member to apply. Right, that's the first tier of the first leg of the double eligibility layers that I spoke about earlier. The second one being you must be pre-approved to apply. So you can't just wake up and say, I'm going to apply for an American Express personal loan. It doesn't work that way. You have to be invited. It's an invite only. Okay. And there is no option to change your due date. This could be a problem if you want that flexibility. There is no auto pay discount, and you need to have an online account with American Express. In other words, American Express has checking accounts also. Okay, and there is a limited time that you need to accept the loan offer before it is withdrawn. So once they actually solicit you, please respond as soon as possible. And the maximum amount you can borrow is $40,000. Now, this could be a disadvantage if you're looking for something higher. If you are, you just want to go to a traditional bank such as PNC, Key Bank. You want to go to Choice. You want to go to Fifth Third. You want to go to BMO. Those players sometimes will actually approve you all the way to $100,000. I want to give you more details about this offer. By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about American Express personal loans. I'm giving you all the info that you need. I'm going as granular as possible so you have a clear idea about what you need to do. Okay, so what do you really need to know here? Well, American Express offers existing eligible cardholders unsecured personal loans issued by American Express National Bank. And so the bank offers its personal loans in amounts oscillating from $3,500 to $25,000, in some cases going all the way to $40,000. And you can have terms going from 12, 24, 36, and 48 months. And with direct payments for debt consolidation and competitive interest rates, an AmEx personal loan could be a good solution for consolidating high interest debt or something else. So you can use the cash for other stuff, not just to consolidate the high interest debt. And one thing I want to say here is that you got to be part of the family. Okay, you have to be part of the American Express family. If you're not a cardholder, you're not going to qualify. And this could be a problem because some viewers or some borrowers might be interested. Like, let's say you have an account with the American Express National Bank. You have a good relationship with them, but unfortunately, you do not have a card. You do not have a credit card with them. So based on that, you're not going to qualify. Okay, this could be a problem. And there are plenty of restrictions. For example, also, you have to understand you cannot actually use the money to fund your businesses. So let's say, for example, you cannot take an American Express personal loan to fund your business. The thing here is that American Express has another unit called Cabbage, which actually provides business lines of credit and other funding arrangements. So they want you to direct your efforts. If you're interested in a business loan from American Express, you got to go to Cabbage. Okay, and but the thing is that, please, when you get an offer from a pre-qualification offer, when you get a pre-qual offer from American Express, do not wait, because the clock is really, really ticking. Okay, so be very careful here. It takes a matter of seconds to get a decision, but it takes a matter of days before they withdraw the offer. So please act quickly. Let me talk to you about the target audience here. This is very important. So who is an American Express personal loan good for? Well, American Express personal loans may be a good option for AmEx cardholders who need to consolidate high interest credit card balances or to use the cash for other purposes, as long as those balances, if they want to do credit card debt consolidation, as long as those balances are not on AmEx credit cards, right? AmEx is not going to cannibalize itself. That makes sense. And what will happen if you choose to use a personal loan, I just want to insist, an AmEx personal loan is not just for credit card debt consolidation. You can use it for other purposes. You just need to actually specify that during the application process. But if you want to do credit card debt consolidation only, what will happen here is that the lender, in this case American Express, they will send payments directly to up to 4 of your credit card accounts from other issuers. Okay, so if you want to qualify, you must be an existing American Express member with an online account. You must receive a pre-approval offer. You must not have signed American Express personal loan agreements within the last 60 days. You must be at least 18 years old. And you must be a U.S. citizen or a resident. Very important. Now, what American Express does not allow loan funds to be used for, they don't want you to use the loan funds towards post-secondary education, business-related costs, real estate securities, or as a down payment or funds for a vehicle purchase. Additionally, you cannot use the funds for any activity that is illegal. Okay. And there are a couple of fees and penalties you need to be aware of. So American Express does not charge origination fees, application fees, or prepayment fees. The only fee associated with the American Express personal loan is the $39 fee for late payments. In some cases, they might actually charge you prepayment penalties. That's what we've seen, based on the states you're applying from and also the amount that you were originally approved for. So they have those sort of standard policies, and those standard policies at the national level are now customized based on the geography you are applying from, right? On the states where you're applying from. Now let me talk to you about our verdict. What is our verdict here? Before I give you our verdict, please, just want to quickly remind you of today's conversation. We like to do this because everybody's not actually catching up on the show at the same time. So I'm talking to you about American Express personal loans, everything you need to know so that you can qualify pretty quickly and get the 40 grand maximum amount that you need. Okay. And so what do we like and what do we not like? Well, every personal loan actually has pros and cons that you'll need to consider in your decision. Okay. So what do we really like here? Number one, you have flexible loan amounts ranging from $3,500 to $40,000. So the lower limit ensures that you're not forced to borrow more money than you need. On the other hand, the maximum borrowing threshold of $40,000 is flexible enough to cover high cost expenses related to a home renovation or other life expenses. And we like the fact that it's fully online. We have a fully online process that can be completed within a few minutes. We really love that because, applying for an American Express personal loan is completely digital, taking just a few minutes. We've tried it. It took us 3 minutes to apply. And you also receive a decision nearly instantly to help you avoid wasting time as you search for the right personal loan for your needs. Okay, this is really important. And there are no prepayment penalties or origination fees. We love that a lot because you will not be dinged for being a responsible borrower when you pay down your loan early with the American Express. You will not be charged an origination fee, also known as a loan processing fee. What do we not like here? Well, you must be an American Express card member or cardholder to apply. So only existing American Express card members are eligible to apply for a personal loan through the lender. If you're not already a member, it might not make sense for you to actually open a new revolving credit card account just to meet this eligibility criteria. Okay. And you must be pre-approved to apply. So American Express personal loans, the applications are available by invitation only. Even if you open an American Express credit card account to address the first disadvantage that I just spoke about, there is no guarantee that you'll automatically receive a personal loan offer. Okay. And there's no option to change your due date also. So this is something that you have to take into account. So your loan payment due date is the date your personal loan is approved, and there is no option to change it. This can be problematic if you would like your payment due date to fall after payday or on a specific date to better align with your monthly budget. And some lenders offer the option to change your due date. AmEx doesn't do that. And there is no auto-pay interest rate discount. So although American Express gives you the option of setting up auto-pay when you apply for its personal loan, there is no additional incentive for enrolling in automatic payments. So some lenders give their borrowers a nominal interest rate discount when enrolling their personal loan account in auto-pay, but AmEx does not do that. So those are little things that we don't like with this American Express personal loans. But hey, listen, it is what it is. I want to talk to you now about contacting American Express. See, the whole thing is, I've said that the whole process happens online. Yes. But what if you want to have more information? What if you have questions? What if you want clarifications? Well, the cool thing is, if you are an American Express card holder and have any questions about the personal loan process, you can contact the American Express Support and Help Center over the phone, online chat, or through the mobile app. Okay, and the American Express mobile app is available for both Android and iOS users. You can call You can call the personal loan customer service direct line at 844-273-1384, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. through 8 p.m. Eastern. Let me repeat that. 844-273-1384, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. through 8 p.m. Eastern. Very important. Okay. And so now, as a reminder, if you are considering an American Express personal loan, please remember that you have a soft credit inquiry. So since American Express uses the soft credit inquiry for pre-approval, your credit scores will not be affected. But if you sign your loan documents, it will send the loan terms to credit bureaus, which can affect your scores, because at that time, AmEx will do a hard pull. Okay, this is sort of similar to what other players are doing. AmEx is not the only one doing it. So you also have so you have to think about that you have the option of debt consolidation. So if you're using your personal loan to consolidate credit card debt, you must borrow at least $3,500. Okay, and so you actually must borrow at least $1,000 for each credit card account and a minimum of $3,500 total. Okay, and what about eligibility? I just spoke about that. So long story short, in addition to being an eligible cardholder, you got to be 18 years old. One thing I want to mention here is that if you want to boost your chances of approval, please have a relationship with American Express. They do have a national bank, and based on your state, if they offer checking accounts, try to have checking accounts with American Express National Bank. This will boost your chances a lot. And try to have direct deposit into that account. So if you have direct deposit into that account, what will happen here is that you are giving American Express visibility into your cash inflows. So this will impact your ability to actually your chances of receiving a pre-approval offer. Okay, nothing is guaranteed though. Nothing is guaranteed, but you are boosting your chances of receiving a pre-qual offer from American Express. Let me talk to you finally about the application process. So how do you actually apply for an American Express personal loan? So if you are an eligible AmEx cardholder, you can apply for pre-approval directly through your online account. So once you log in and answer a few questions, you should receive a decision right away. Keep in mind that being pre-approved doesn't mean you have been approved for an actual loan. If you are pre-approved, you will need to complete a full application to find out if you receive a loan offer. So applying for an American Express personal loan is pretty straightforward, as long as you already have an existing card member account and have been pre-approved. So here's how you apply really. So you log into your online account. Very straightforward. On your home dashboard, you want to look at your available AmEx offers and benefits to see if you're pre-approved. And then the second step is you want to enter your loan amount and select your term. So when you initiate the online application, you will see the maximum amount the lender is willing to loan you, your interest rate, and available repayment terms. Here you want to enter the amount you would like to borrow and your preferred term if offered more than one, because you're trying to cast a wider net anyway. You need to select bank account to receive funds and choose an auto pay option. So you want to choose from a list of bank accounts that are already linked to your American Express account. So this is the bank that the personal loan funds will be disbursed to if approved. You can also select whether you like to enroll in autopay and which account to draw payments from. Then you have to provide your income information. So you want to enter your total income and non-taxable income into the appropriate fields. You also have the option of selecting the amount of your total financial assets from a drop-down list. Next, you need to provide your reasons for borrowing. So we talk about the use of loan proceeds, and this is for regulatory purposes, okay? And so from a drop-down field, you want to choose the reason you like to borrow for. You want to borrow a personal loan, for example. For example, it could be credit card, debt consolidation, wedding, home improvement, or other reason. And then you have to review your details and then submit your application. So you got to confirm that all of the information you have provided is accurate to your knowledge and check the box to agree to receive electronic statements. Then submit your application. Okay, so each of these steps that I just mentioned to you, each of these steps is completed on a single application page, making it a lot easier to navigate the process. In total, the application for an American Express personal loan takes 2 to 3 minutes, maximum 5 minutes to complete. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about American Express personal loans. So I gave you an overview about the loan, the pros and cons, the details, the target audience, our verdict, how to contact AmEx, and the application process. Thank you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.